Alright, Shalom. First off, I give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Karkadash, the honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring, and truth and sincerity in the women and children who follow. So I wanted to do this lesson, put this lesson out, because of the so-called new wave that's coming in, which is like a new masculinity, so to speak, which is really a more effeminized masculinity, a more feminine agenda that's going on. And, you know, the Most High don't like this shit. He's not with this shit at all. And we're going to get that in the scriptures. I just want y'all to see some of the stuff that I've been seeing that, you know, niggas gonna die, man. Niggas gonna pay for this shit. This shit is not cool. Check pants, pink, with the ties all the way up, you know, like a woman. You know, we all seen the women with the shoes tied up to, you know, the mid-knee or whatnot, and now they got the pants built into the shoes. What man puts on pants and shoes at the same time and ties them? Okay, they all tight and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, just, I got a couple pictures and then a small video and then an article I wanted to go into when we get in these scriptures. But, you know, you got this. Here goes Satan. Yeah, Satan don't like when this shit come out. So, let me see. Here we go. Look at this. A one piece. This thing is wearing a one piece. No, wait. This is a two piece. Oh my god, this is a two piece. Biker shorts with this tight ass shirt with them fucking sandals. Come on, dog. And niggas think that this shit is fly. This is not cool. It is not cool to wear shit like this at all. At all, bro. Okay? So, there's one more thing that I want. Like I said, this is something that a woman would wear. This is women's gym wear right here. Okay? And the two people who, in my opinion, are spearheading this movement are Pharrell Williams and this nigga right here. I didn't play. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. So this nigga right here. Look at this nigga.
We ready?
Mm-hmm. The shit this nigga wears, this nigga acts. You know?
So,
if you watch this interview, his mannerisms are feminine as fuck. Alright? The little ascot or whatever you want to call it wrapped around his neck. Okay? Then you know, he wears it over his head like a goddamn one of those Russian dolls that get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Come on, dog. And they destroying our people with this mentality. And it's gonna, you know, go into it as well in the article that I got. You know, these new niggas, these young niggas, that's what they do. That's what's cool in these streets. Okay, so we're gonna get into this article, which is this is a GQ article. It says, for real, on the evolving masculinity and spiritual warfare. Alright, so look at the shit that he's wearing. No, that's not swag, nigga. That's gay. You look gay. You look like a fucking clown. And what they say, because it costs a lot of money, I guess because, you know, you spent 2 racks on your outfit, it's swag. That's not so. Okay? Look at this. What the fuck is that? Is it a blanket? It looked like one of those coats that we had when we was younger, you know, the big puff coats with an extendo clip. That's not cool. Satan want to be a Satan. Okay, Satan. Hold on real quick, y'all. Alright, yeah, I'm back again. Okay, Satan ain't gonna stop this one. Alright, so look at this shit. You know what I'm saying? Small ass fucking jacket. Holding balloons. That's supposed to be masculine? This nigga got hearts on his goddamn necklace. That's masculine? This is the new masculinity? Oh, this is by Cardigan. Oh, this is by Chanel. Nigga, you're a grown ass man. Look at this shit too.
If I met another veteran and they were with another insurance company, I would tell them, you need to join USAA because they have better rates and better service. We are the Kirby family and we are USAA members for life.
Get your USAA auto insurance quote today.
Yeah, it's a lot. Look, no men's wears leopard print. And what the fuck is this? So, let me see. There's a couple more bad pictures of this nigga. But, play the whole... Couple more bad pictures of this nigga, like I said. But, let me see. Okay, so this is it says, when we said, hey, we want you to be on the cover of the new masculinity issue, why did you say yes? Well, when it comes to, this is for real, when it comes to having this conversation, I don't necessarily know that the masculinity is new as much as the conversation is new. That's number one. But I think this is the way that I can speak up as at a time where we're in the middle of a spiritual plight, a spiritual war. When people are online and they have their real identity, then they have like a nickname, right? So he's talking about a spiritual war, and it is a spiritual war because you have the righteous and you have the wicked, okay? And he's on the side of the wicked. You're going to see when, we keep going through this, but he's basically saying, I got to get my shield and my sword and go to war for the wicked. It's right in the middle of a spiritual war. Alright. He said, so it's like an avatar. He said, yeah, it gives them ability to be whoever they want to be. That's a spirit. Like, you see what he said? That's a spirit. A wicked spirit is the spirit that he's talking about. It says, because they're no longer defined by the physical, the responsibilities of being connected to all that is. Online, your spirit is free to be whatever it wants to be and do, and what you see online, fucking warfare. He said, what do you see online? Fucking warfare. He said, I've never thought about it in those terms. He said, I'll bring God into it. So here we go. He says, a lot of people pray less. Alright, the righteous don't pray less. Alright, the righteous are praying more and more and more. Seeking them 10 times over. It says, so when you ask the question, where do you get the number one result? Google. You don't make prayer. He said you don't make. He gives the praying hands. You make, and he gives a typing motion. Okay, so he's basically saying that people aren't going to God for their answers. Okay, they're going to Google to see what's trending, to see what's hot, what's in the news. Okay, so, and that's, which is true. The majority of the world is more focused on this world opposed to focus on what spirit is actually going on, what people are actually doing. Okay, or it's like people are focused on what's going on in the world opposed to what they should be doing or what should be getting done, which is being spiritual and get into these scriptures, obeying the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, so it says, yeah, it's hard to pray online if you could, but you wouldn't have many Twitter followers. Okay, he says that's right. And what did you just say? Followers. We're followers. And yeah, he says, and we're not followers of God. We're following men, and that's the difference. Okay, because they try to say we so-called follow men for following the apostles. And yeah, you do got everybody following somebody, but where's the end? Our end is the Most High, because there's an order, and we're blind following the apostles. The apostles proved themselves, and they gave us the keys to prove ourselves and to prove their works through the scriptures. But back to what the article is saying, these people are following the ways of the world. These people are following death. Okay? It says, so that's spiritual warfare. So when you offer for me to be a part of this conversation, I'm like, yeah. Because think about it. What is happening to a transgender person? What is happening? It's like he said, what is happening to a transgender person? What are they going through? They feel like their body is not connected to their spirit. It was just a demon. It says, and what kind of toxic environment do we live in that they have to justify how they feel? And when people use that word toxic, you gotta watch them, okay? Because you got toxic masculinity, and my relationship is toxic, and this, that, and the third. When people throw out that word toxic, you gotta watch them, because there is some trickery involved. He's talking about we live in a toxic environment when a transgender person can't feel how they want to feel. Nigga, because you wrong. Because you weird, dog. Strange, eerie. That's not right. You feeling confused about yourself because you're a man. You're a grown-ass man. Okay, and you want to go out here and fucking parlay as a goddamn woman. Or fucking infant in diapers. This place is wicked. This place is... This is why niggas have to be killed. This is why America's gonna be destroyed. Because of this fucking mindset right here. It says, that must feel incredibly insane. So that is spiritual warfare. So I wanted to be in the conversation. On the surface, it is an older, straight, white man world. Yeah, it is. It's based. Well, even the older, straight, white man is a fucking faggot his damn self. He's just. It says that's why he said on the surface, because at face value, it is a older, straight, white man's world. But like I said, behind the scenes, man, these Edomites are fucking faggots. That's why they want to put this agenda on the rest of the fucking world. It says, but it has prompted this conversation that I think is deeper than what the new masculinity is, or what a non-gender binary world looks like. All right, binary is basically two genders. Okay, what a non-gender binary world looks like. I think we're in spiritual warfare. So basically, he wants it to be that women can wear anything a woman wants to wear, and a man can wear anything a man wants to wear, even though the scriptures plainly say that you should not wear that which pertains to a woman, and woman vice versa. All right, these niggas ain't supposed to be out here, dressed like a woman, goddamn transgender, or even a fucking, what you want to call them, a metrosexual, or however it is you want to categorize yourself. Alright? It's a man and a woman at the end of the day. And the two shouldn't be the same. At the end of the day, it's fucking confusion. But, this is why we in this place, Babylon, man. And this is why it has to be taken out. Because of this fucking mindset. Because this agenda that they pushing. It says, and do you feel that is in some way you're privileged to lend your voice to uplifting people who are under attack? He says, yeah, but I'm not like an activist. I don't think my opinion is everything. I don't know anyone else's plight. I can just say for me, the minute I stopped worrying about what other people thought and stopped catering to the fears that are taught to you, the minute I let that shit go, that's when I started like, oh, that Chanel belt, I could wear that. That Chanel hat, I like it. I could pull that off. And really, that's the demon. That's the demon in you. You know, oh well, this is fly. What can I do that nobody else is doing? I'm gonna wear some women shit and call that shit fly. Like the episode of what was it? Boondocks that Riley had on. He had on the skirt, and you know he had on the pearl necklace. Nigga, these is pearls, nigga. Look at these pearls. Men don't wear pearl. They call it gender binary or gender rules or whatever. Yeah, it is gender rules, man. Because what man want to be wearing some tight ass shit or some shit that his girlfriend wear? Why your girlfriend jealous of you because you dress better than her in her style? It says there were gender fluid elements to the way you dressed long before it became a national conversation. It says it started with the I can pull that off thing. That's what it is. Oh, I can pull that off. I'm skinny, so I can wear this. So man, it says I wore a lot of Chanel. I wore tons of Celine. Like I got all the OG Celine because they were clothes that I could fit in. It's made for a woman, so he think because he's skinny, he can get into it. It's gonna look fly, and because it costs, $10,000 is fly. That's not fly, my nigga. That's gay. And to even be in Hollywood, to be in a celebrity of this statue, you gotta do that gay shit, man. So you pushing that agenda. You ain't gonna tell the people that, but that's what's going on behind closed doors. And when you listen to yourself and you're comfortable in who you are, you wear what you feel like fits you and looks right on you, and that's it. Okay, so it says, so what shifted for you that you realized you can carry a purple Croc Birkin bag in 2007, or that you could show up to a GQ shoot in 2015 in a pastel Celine coat at the time, wearing even select pieces of women's wear was unheard of. And I'm gonna show y'all what he's talking about basically, because we as men don't really follow this shit. This is a Birkin bag. You see, used, that bitch is $200,000. Ostrich. Okay. $200,000. $18,000. $20,000. You know what I'm saying? So, that's a fucking purse, my nigga. That's you can call it a bag. You can call it whatever the hell you want. What does a man need on his regular day that he has to put all this shit in? That's women's wear, dog. A man got his wallet, he got his keys, and his phone, and he's good. He's gone. What else do you need? And if you do need to carry something else, he has a book bag. Not a fucking purse. Okay? And then it mentioned the coat. Look at these. Look at these coats. That's women's wear. Okay? Men have the leather jackets, or I can't remember what they're called, but they make a coat for men that's lengthy and really warm. But this is not it, my nigga. That fucking tie at the waist like that? Come on, man. And be like I said, and because it's a couple $1,000s, niggas think that's cool. So, and we're gonna get into that right here in this question as well. Okay? It says, him answering the question, well, I'm ashamed to say it, when it was it was an aesthetic first choice. I like something and I put it on. That's like a fact wearing his mom's heels. He liked it and he put it on. All right. Then the philosophy came behind it, and I do have my lines. He said I can't wear no skirt, nor am I interested in wearing a blouse. That's not my deal. But things that are made for women that I feel will look good on me, that I like, I will wear. So he said he's not gonna wear a skirt or a blouse, but he didn't say nothing about heels. He didn't say nothing about a dress. Well, he's dressed in a skirt. Basically, he's down with wearing women's clothes. He just don't want to go all out. So he's basically letting the Illuminati know, hey, I'll do this, but this is, I don't want to go that far. But it even addresses that in the next question. It says, the musicians who are following in your footsteps when it comes to blurring the gender lines in fashion, the Young Thugs and the Little Uzis, they're into that. That's totally for them, because we all seen Young Thug wearing a dress on his album cover. This shit is crazy, dog. That these niggas think that they can wear this and get people to actually wear it, and it's working. It's working because these young people, they just get their mind. They're gone. This next generation, this younger generation, they're fucking gone, dog. There's nothing that you can't bring them back. That's why this place has to be destroyed, because wickedness would just add up and pile up and pile. Could you imagine the generation after these niggas? It's like, when you were a kid and you heard the old timers, they was like, man, this young generation, man, I don't know what's in them, and we were just like, well, are we that bad? And now when you older and you looking at the younger generation and you out of touch, I never thought that I would be out of touch with hip hop music. I'm like, this is music, and hip hop is not going to change. This is what it's going to be. And now you got the worst music ever. Okay, and now I'm my grandpa looking at like, what the fuck are these kids doing? All right, back to the article. It says, and my point is, why not? What rule is there when people start using religion as the reason someone shouldn't wear something? I'm like, what are you talking about? Because you're not spiritual. We in a spiritual warfare, but nigga, you on the other end, you on the left hand side. All right, you don't believe in the Most High. You don't believe that He is, and you don't believe that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is gonna come and get us, man. You want this place to go on. You done already sold out. You done took your Judas purse. You gonna have to die in America. He says there is no such thing as a bra or a blouse in any old sacred text. What are you talking about? He's talking about women's wear in general. Not to. So why is it okay for you to wear some select women's clothes, but you're not gonna put on a skirt? If there's no lines at all, why won't you put on that skirt, my nigga? What's the harm in it? Exactly. You're not gonna put on that skirt because you're not supposed to put on that skirt. It says, I was also born in a different era where the rules of the Matrix at that time allowed a lot of things that will never fly today. What he's saying is basically like how the man's the head of the household. How a woman's supposed to follow her man. That's not what it is today. Alright? You were back there, but you was probably that same fuck ass nigga, man. It's niggas like this that gotta die. It's the reason why, we doing what we're doing. While we're the opposition of it. While we're pushing these lessons out. While we're doing our studies. Okay? While we're out on the highways. Because we gotta battle niggas like this for the honor and the sake of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. We're his mouthpiece. We're his weapons of war. Such as, here we go, advertisements that objectify women, song content. Some of my own songs I would never write or sing today. I get embarrassed by some of that stuff. It just took a lot of time and growth to get to that place. Like I said, this nigga's gonna cry in that fucking day. So yeah, this is one of the last things I'm gonna read, and then we're gonna get into the scripture, and I'm gonna close it out. You know, if you're still with me 25 minutes in, you know, the water, you know what I'm saying? The water. I appreciate that. It says, and when did things shift for you? As you said, it's not the masculinity that's new, it's the conversation, which really kicked off with the hashtag Me Too movement. Was your awakening related to that timetable? It says, no, I think Blurred Lines opened me up. I didn't get it at first because there were older white women who, when the song came on, they would behave in some of the most surprising ways ever. And I would be like, wow. They would have me blushing. So when there started to be an issue with it lyrically, I was like, what are you talking about? There's some women who really liked the song and connected the energy that just gets you up. And I know you want it. Women sing those lyrics all the time, so it's like, what's rapey about all that? It says, and then I realized that there are men who use that same language when taking advantage of a woman, and it doesn't matter. That's not my behavior. Look at this nigga, man. Because women do want it. That's what it is. When it comes down to, might have passed it or already read it. Fuck. Well, maybe I didn't. Yeah, hold on. Bear with. Alright, so this is a pretty lengthy article, and I'll go ahead and I'll post it in the description so you can check it out yourself. But there's a place in here when he starts talking about the way he the way he used to dress, and how the songs that he used to make, how it was real flashy. And he starts talking about his the little Asian dude that he was in Nerd with, and how culture was more humble. So now he dressed more humble instead of flashy. So in his mind, I'm not gonna wear some $200 shoes, some $200 jeans, and some jewelry, and flash, like one of us, like a so-called regular Jake would. I'm gonna wear a $20,000 Birkin bag and a $15,000 coat, and some other shit that a woman would wear, and call that humble, because it's not as flashy. It's just gay. In his mind, that's humble, but that's confusion. That's really what it is. It's confusion. So we pretty far in, almost a half hour, so I'm gonna just get to the scripture. This is Romans chapter 1, and I'll start at verse 20. It says, "For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse." It says, because that they knew the Most High, they glorified him not as the Most High, neither were they thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. And that's that nigga Pharrell. he doesn't recognize the Most High as the Most High. All right, he's vain in his imaginations. He thinks that his way, curbing men to be more feminine, is actually being more manly, because you can see the woman's plight. It wasn't the founding fathers, or it was the founding fathers. It wasn't the founding mothers or the founding mother and father. Who the man can say what a woman can do with a child? This, that, and the third. That's that faggot bullshit, man. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and that's him. Cause he thinking he dropping jewels on us. He think that with his so-called logic, he said that he needed to be a part of this conversation, the so-called blurred lines conversation, where it's okay to wear what women wear. Niggas, you crazy. It says, and change the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made like unto a corruptible man, and to birds, and four-footed beasts, and creeping things. Wherefore the Most High gave them up to uncleanness through their lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. And the Most High gave that nigga up. When he put on that first piece of woman's wear, and he said, I can get away with that. What kind of mindset is that anyways? What you look at a woman's purse. Oh man, that purse is kind of fly. I could get away with that. A Chanel fucking coat. I can get away with that. Oh, I'm skinny. She's skinny. I could get away with that. That's the whole thing right there. I could get away with that. You think that you slick or something, you know what I'm saying? The Most High got a cake bake for you, nigga. And all the other niggas that's out here, wearing this feminine stuff, going along with this agenda, okay? Hollywood, the music industry, all of them, you know what I'm saying? They're all going to have their part in the lake of fire. And when they start pushing this chip more, you're going to see it. You already had Fat Joe use the chip to get into the building on that lean back video. Okay? When that's more prevalent, you niggas going to follow right behind these niggas, because that's what you do. Alright? And the righteous, the men of the Lord, we're going to be pushing this agenda until there ain't no America. Alright, until it's time to get out of this piece. So with that being said, I want to say the water for you for listening, and give all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh by Shema Shai by Shema Karkadash, their honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, and the women and children who follow. Shalom.